Oh God, is that my one really gray hair appearing? Oh no. That is my one incredibly gray hair. There, you can see my one gray hair better. I'm supposed to be packing to go on tour right now. And I did, for the most part. I did the hard part. I should be finishing packing, and instead I've been watching movies for like at least the last 3.5 hours. I finally watched the pro shot of Waitress. So good. Love Waitress. Great musical. And now I'm watching Late Night with the Devil because I've heard about it and then I stopped hearing about it, and then I was like, I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna see what's the deal with that, and it's pretty good so far. Pretty good movie. Earlier I figured while I was packing I might as well like show some of the stuff that I pack whenever I go on tour. This is only gonna be a weekend run, so I'm only gonna be gone until like Sunday, and right now it's Thursday and we leave tomorrow. This is actually reminding me that I need to pack some other things that I keep forgetting about. So while I'm filming, I'm just gonna do that. My bangs are driving me crazy right now. I need to trim them. And that's what the problem is, and they're getting too long. I actually have a dilemma with my bangs. Like, so when I wear my hair curly, it's the perfect length, but when I wear my hair straight, it's too long. So it's like, it's kind of rough right now, but we're getting somewhere. It's working. So some things that I normally pack for tour, obviously my cameras. Right now I am filming on the Z7 Mark II that I'm going to bring with me with my 20mm lens. I love that thing for just general small venue stuff, just because you kind of have to get like in their face, but you can still get a little bit wider of a shot. Not really sure what the venues are going to look like. I haven't been to the venues that we are going to, so I can't really say. So it's nice to have my 20mm. I'm also packing my 7200 with my 2x teleconverter, just in case there's something interesting on the road. I'm also bringing my Fuji, my X-T2, that is my dear sweet little backup camera, especially while my Z6 is in the shop. I think I'm gonna fully move back over to using Nikon, even though I love shooting on Fuji. It's just, I like the colors of Fuji, but having two different file types to work with and going back and forth with the cameras like that, it's not hard, but as far as the profiles go, it's not efficient. And I think when my Z6 comes back, which by the way, it's getting repaired. Yay. When that gets back from the shop, I think I'm gonna switch fully over to using Nikon again. For as far as like professional stuff goes, I'm still going to use my Fuji. I love bringing it out, but it's better for me to have two full frames than for me to have a full frame and a crop sensor, if that makes sense. Even though the X-T2, like, I'm not even going to lie, that thing's kind of amazing in low light. I used it almost exclusively for a little while just so I could like take a break from my Nikon system, but it was my main camera for like a couple months, and that thing puts in work. I would not buy it again. I would buy another Fuji. I like my Fuji. So all of that, one of my 2-speed lights, because I do have one that I use for like high speed sync. It's a really cool process. I will show you eventually. It's really cool, trust me. But the backup and the system for the backup speed light go in the camera case. I use packing cubes a lot. I love packing cubes. I'm trying to have the least amount of bags as possible for this run because it's only going to be for the weekend. So a couple changes of clothes, a couple pairs of socks, a couple pairs of underwear, the usual that you would bring on a weekend trip for clothes, but it's mostly dark colors minus, you know, like my denim. I'm wearing these overalls tomorrow. So that goes in the bottom of the backpack. And then I'm debating bringing my drone because I like to fly my drone if we have extra time. And I feel like just because of the travel time between the venues, we're going to have quite a bit of extra time. So I might be able to send it up. So I think I'm going to bring it. I have my drone packed into one of 2 makeup kits that I got specifically for stuff like this. So one is my drone, one is my toiletries, and those also go in the backpack, as well as my other speed light and my GoPro, my little bag full of chargers, my little electronics pouch full of batteries and other memory cards. Of course, I have to bring my sunglasses and my iPad and my laptop, which I'm using my laptop right now, so that's going in pretty much after I'm done filming this. I'm just gonna pack the rest of my stuff. And then I also have, I need to find it, hold on. 3 things that I love to have on tour with me. One is this camping towel. It's just a big microfiber towel that you can roll up. I brought this thing on the last tour that I was on because it's quick drying. So, you know, if you get in the shower and you have to take it really quick because you got to get in the bus or in the van or wherever and just go. Quick drying towel, you don't have to lay it out overnight. This thing has gone all over the country with me. It has come with me to Australia. Good purchase. Good purchase. Another thing that I have a couple external chargers, but this one can power my laptop. This one can charge my laptop to full, which is great because I do my day job from the road. So bringing this bad boy with me fully charged, so I don't have to charge it tonight. And then my other favorite thing is my hotspot. So I have a hotspot separate from my phone, one because I am on my dad's phone plan and I don't want to ask him to let me get a phone plan with a hotspot and not charge him more money. I'd rather just do it myself, get like this one, pay only whenever I need it for only however much I need. I don't really use that much data, but working on the road, this thing, it's come with me across the country. It's worked in the mountains. I trust this thing with my life. Also, I just need y'all to know that earlier today I went out and I got a clamp specifically so that I could film those overhead shots. These ones, like this big giant thing. Cause like what I used to do for overhead shots was like hang my camera up and pray. Or back during the pandemic, I would like thumbtack it to the ceiling and just kind of hope for the best. But I'm a professional now. I am better at what I do, so I need to have gear that reflects that. Oh, I almost forgot. Another thing that I really want to pack is my journal. This is my little journal. It's more like, it's kind of like a junk drawer, but with words and pictures. I'm probably gonna have a separate video on my journal, but like long story short, anytime I have an idea, I will put it in here. If I took a really cool picture, I'll print it out and I'll put it in here. If I found like a cool card or like if I made something cool, I'll just stick it in here. Or like, you know, this one page with some stickers I made. Like I didn't make them, but I designed the logo. Oh, that's another thing. I just got some rechargeable AA batteries that I need to put away. I am sick and tired of buying batteries for my speed lights, and I'm legitimately debating upgrading to just like the little portable flashes, like the rechargeable, you know, like actual studio light flashes. But having a speed light is kind of nice whenever you're shooting a concert because you don't have to like set up a whole thing. It's not a whole thing to do, right? So I have speed lights that I use in place of studio lights. But having to buy new batteries has made me seriously reconsider. So I'm hoping that having these rechargeable ones, it's gonna cut like a huge, it's probably going to be a big time saver. Not time saver, but like, you know, life saver, I guess. I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. It's late. The hardest part of packing for something like this is thinking about whether or not you're forgetting something. And I figure this is pretty much how I packed for Australia, but like with more clothes because we were there for 2 weeks. And I didn't need anything extra than what I have now. I mean, I didn't bring my drone, but more or less, you know? And I think that is advice that I would give to a new photographer. If you are worried about leaving something, don't be, because you're probably not going to need it unless it's something that you use consistently every time you do a photo shoot. You should not be worried about leaving it at home. What you pack, it becomes second nature after a while. So I end up packing like all of the stuff that I usually bring. Like, I know I'm not going to need my tripod. I'm only going to be gone for 2 days. I'm not filming anything in this way. Basically, I have everything and I need to stop worrying about it, and I can definitely go back to watching this movie. I think I'm more worried about like forgetting toothpaste or something than I am worried about forgetting my gear. Also, another really fun thing, I still can't hear too well out of one ear. I hate being sick. I'm just glad that like I'm not sick anymore. It's just everything needs to drain, and it's disgusting and weird and awful. Ugh. Well, thanks for like hanging out with me for a little bit while I procrastinate from packing. I mean, I've also been procrastinating by like editing the video that came out right before this one. But, you know, I made something, I did something, so technically it's not procrastinating if I'm getting stuff done. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put this camera on the charger and that light on the charger so that we don't forget to do that and don't have a dead battery. That would be awful. And I have to wake up early tomorrow to do my job and then to go on that run. So, yay, wish me luck. Okay, bye.